Hello everybody. Hello. Happy Tuesday. I hope that everybody is having a wonderful week so far. I know we are very early into the week, but I'm excited because this is my first live for the week, and tomorrow is the first live for our new schedule for our fulfillment team, and then Thursday I'll be live again, and tomorrow also Candy will not be live. Sarah will be live with you tomorrow. How awesome was Sarah yesterday? Oh my goodness, love those techniques. It's just so much fun to see how other people use Brutus Monroe products. I think it's great. Hello Francie, hello Kelly, hello Luann, hello Tina, hello Dawn, hello Polly. I'm feeling so much better, Polly, so much better. So much better. A quadrillion times better. Hello, Christy. Hello, Samantha. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. So tonight, every Tuesday now, we have a mini release. And I'm really excited because tonight I get to share with you this week's mini release. And I've been bursting at the seams to show you these new sprays because I know so many of you love sprays as much as I love sprays, and our sprays are so incredibly inexpensive. I mean, it's $4.99 for this giant bottle of spray. I mean, it's two times the size of most of the leading sprays out there, and that's because I want you to have a lot of spray. You're gonna want to spray in a lot of stuff, and also we have a free gift that starts tonight. A very special free gift that you get. I'm going to show you this. Oh, I wore the perfect top. I have stuff all over me because I was running around, rummaging through the basement here. But this is the free gift that you get, and I'm wearing the perfect polo so you can actually see it. And we're going to use this tonight. And I'm going to show you how to use it and how fun this is to use. So let's head down to the table. Let's go to our top view, and let's talk about these new colors. And we're going to swatch them out on some tags because that's my favorite way to swatch things out, is on our larger tags because you get like a lot of surface area to view them. And then also, I like it because you can really, it's really easy to adjust and look at things. So with that being said, remember that you can either get the stencil for free with the purchase of the, like the Tree of Life. Yes, you can get this for free with your purchase of the bundle of the sprays, or you can just buy it outright if you want. Completely up to you. So let's talk about the color names first. So first we have dried herb, then we have carrot, we have pomegranate, we have juniper, and we have steel. Those are the 5 new fall exclusive colors. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you. So we're going to start with steel, which is our very first like gray color in the line. So we're going to hit that and look at how gorgeous that color is. And don't worry, I'm going to show you what they look like when they're dry because you can layer them, you cannot layer them. So this is steel wet. And then this is steel dry. Look at how beautiful that is. But what's really cool is you can spray over top of this and just kind of hit it and look how it's going to layer. Okay. So I'm going to move this out of the way because I want to show you on Thursday what the layering looks like and what the just regular everyday basic looks like. So let me figure out a home to put these. Up here, I guess, would be a good spot. Let me move these out of the way because it's going to get in the way a little bit here. We'll put this poster board here. That's perfect. Okay. There we go. So you can see what they're going to look like when they're layered up. All right. Then next up, and I just love spraying. I mean, do you just love spraying? Okay, so that was steel. Next up, we will do dried herb. And dried herb, do you see how it's, and I'm going to spray a little extra, but do you see how beautiful and this deep, deep, rich green shade that we're getting? But on the dried one, you can see this one was already layered. So do you see how I layered these two? And then this one was layered 3 times, so you can see how deep that color is. I love it. I love it so much. So that again is our dried herb. You sure can. I'm going to show you that on our project, Dawn. I'm going to show you that on our project. I can't wait. All right. Next up, we just did dried herb. Let's do juniper. Juniper is one of my favorites. Look at how gorgeous that color is. Again, it's not as vibrant as it should be on the camera because of the white. So let me move this white out of the way so you can see. It is very bright and very vibrant. So let me actually show you the other colors real quick without the lighting. This is the dried herb, and this is the steel. So they're just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let me move these out of the way. I know, isn't juniper, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So let me do a double up layer on juniper, because again, they're gonna dry back. So they're gonna dry back. See, now again, let me move this out of the way so you can see the actual color. Look at how beautiful that background is. All right, let me add a little more juniper on top, and I'm just gonna gently squeeze it, because if you gently squeeze, you're gonna get like these water droplets. They're gonna be more droplets than a mist. And look at that. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. So yes, so that's juniper. Now my favorite we're gonna do, which I mean, I know you're gonna be shocked as to this being my favorite, but now we're gonna do carrot. And look at how bright carrot is. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, bright, bright orange shade. Okay. And that's with dousing it. And then I'll show you what it will look like if you just do a little bit of a spritz. It's so beautiful when it dries back. Now this is a very porous surface. So the tags are really going to soak that up. But again, I'm just going to hit it. And you can see how it doubles. It kind of doubles up on itself. See that there? Isn't that great? I love it. I love it. I love it. Right? It certainly is a carrot. And then last but certainly not least, we have pomegranate. And it is very much so a pomegranate. Look at that color. Oh my goodness. I love it so much. Isn't it beautiful? So that's the pomegranate first spray. And now here is the pomegranate when it dries completely back. Okay. And we're just going to add another layer on top. Because again, remember, you can layer these, and I just am doing a gentle spritz. So look at how that kind of, if you just hold it in very gently, it's going to just spritz like that. And look at how pretty. Imagine how pretty that's going to be when it dries. And I'll remind myself to show you on Thursday. All right, so that is that. So now I'm going to show you how to do a background. And then I'm going to show you a dried version of that background. And for this, I'm going to use some of the Perfect Blend paper because that will soak it up really, really well. Christopher, do you have any finishing glaze to put on the dry ones? I don't have any finishing glaze here, but I can do that tomorrow. Absolutely. I can do that tomorrow for you. All right, so I'm going to take this. Wow. Actually, let me get some fresh paper towels. Well, I'll use that for the top. Because, yeah, you could definitely do some finishing glaze on top of there, and it would dry clear or matte, depending on which one you use. So we're going to take our pretty little stencil, and I already have some things stenciled out onto the side because I knew I was going to get messy tonight, and when I know I'm going to get messy, I like to have some things pre-done. Okay. There is always tomorrow, right? All right, so we're going to start with our lightest, well, not our lightest, but I'm going to spritz towards the bottom here. And I'm going to start with pomegranate. Okay. And I do have one that's already dry of this, so you'll be able to see what it looks like when it's dry. Then we're going to go in with a little bit of steel. And then we'll grab, I think, our dried herb. Okay, and then our juniper. And then at the very top, we'll add in, it's going to look like a hot mess right now, I know that, but don't worry. And we're going to just set it like that. Then we're going to take another piece of Perfect Blend, set that on top, and then grab our paper towel and just press that on top. Okay. We're going to soak up, we're going to a 2-for-1. And that Perfect Blend is going to really soak up that color, okay? So now I'm going to show you, let me show you our first one. I mean, can you believe it? Now I'm going to show you what one of them looks like dry, so don't worry. And then we have our negative here. Look at how beautiful that background is. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. I absolutely love it. So these colors are going to fade back, though, depending on how much you use. So let me move this out of the way and let me show you. This is what the one looks like that I did earlier. Look at how that dried. Isn't that stunning? I did a whole bunch of them. I've been spraying all afternoon because I can't stop. But every time, you are going to get just this absolutely stunning... Oh, that's not the right thing. I'll show you that in a minute. Stunning background. Okay? So those are the new colors of the Chroma Mist. This is what it looks like when it's first sprayed. And look at how the colors mix together. Look at how gorgeous that is when it dries. And now again, if you want to, you can go in and you can spray 2 colors. Let me put these to the side so that they dry a little bit. But our chroma glazes are also water reactive. I don't know if we've talked about that before, but I'll show you what that means in a second. So we'll take, because I saw that someone really liked the juniper color, and was that Walter? Yeah, the juniper and the carrot. It's 2 of my favorites right next to each other too. So let's go ahead and first spray on some carrot. Let's give it a good coating. Okay, and then let's go ahead and dry it. Or get it close to dry. And our Chroma Mists dry pretty quickly. Especially when you heat them. But in order to get them to layer, you want to make sure that they're pretty dry in between. We also now have a full fall bundle for all of the fall consumables. All right, so that's dry enough. It's still got some wet spots, but that's okay. Now I'm going to hit it with some juniper. And there may be some areas that mix kind of together because of the fact that we didn't use, we didn't let it dry completely. Yes, thank you, Penny. It should be up front, but the website was doing a lot of funky stuff today, so it might not have. The website was a little bit overwhelmed today, to say the least. There were lots of you on there, and we appreciate it. Can you see how it holds its own? Hello, Ellen. Hello, Glenda. All right, so we're just going to very quickly sop up just what's left on here, and then I want to show you how it's water reactive, because I think that that's a really cool part. So see how that, isn't that cool? How it layered on top of there, and it didn't mix. Now you could do this however you want. You do, you do whatever makes the most sense for you. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and I have to add some water to my sprayer here. Okay. So I'm just going to gently add a couple drips of water. And let that sit on there for a second. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're just going to let this sit for a moment. Let's see here. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, hello, Jessica. So now we're going to pop this on top of here. And lift off, and now do you see all of these little water spots? It's going to be hard to see, but do you see how it lifted and all? It's so hard to see on camera, but see where it lifted? It's so cool. So cool. And then you could go in with something like this, and you could use the new Shimmer Splash, the new, what's it called? The new Penny Shimmer Splash. There's a whole lot of different things that you could add onto this. One thing that I would probably add on to it would be a little bit of a shimmer mist. Of course I don't, oh, here it is. Like a little bit of pearl. And then when you add that on top, just in little sprays, Yes. Well, I was actually just thinking about using the fall foliage. So imagine using the fall foliage with this. Okay, I'm just going to sop up some of, I should just keep the paper towels over here. And then lift this off. And to see how it lifts up color, but look at this. Do you see how it just added that little bit of shimmer? Yes, fall foliage. It came out last year. Let's go ahead and cut it out. Let's cut out some pieces because we're just going to do like a fun, funky fall card. Because right now the subscriptions are delayed by a day or two. They usually ship out by the 5th, but our one package got delayed, so we're just going to be playing with fall until it comes in. Ruth, I always say die cut. I always say spray then die cut. The reason for that is it will flatten everything out for you. It'll flatten everything out. All right, so this is the fall foliage die set. And I'm going to show you. First, I got to cut them apart because I got a new one. Lucky ducky. All right. Whoops, and this has mushrooms and leaves and berries and you name it, this set has it. So I'm just going to trim apart, and we should be able to do all of these together. I'm going to keep these together. I'll keep this little top part here because I think that'll work good. I know, aren't they the cutest? And we'll send this through. Now again, you can do this on, I'm doing it like, this cardstock is the same as our, the tags is the same as our alabaster cardstock. It's just, it has a different tint of color to it. So you can use tags to die cut things out. If you're in a pinch and you don't have all of your, you don't have all your paper out or all, you know, what you need, use this, you know, use a tag. Isn't it a fun set? And on the front, it shows you how it all gets built together. See that? So I'm just going to run this through real quick. Run it through the lawnmower. All right, let's pop this puppy out and let's take a look at our leaves, because we're going to use our tree in the background and we're going to add a little bit of foliage. You'll see soon enough, but look at how beautiful when these pop out what they are going to look like. Now you just got to be careful because they are, you know, when you don't cut apart your dies, I always say this to you, you just got to be more careful because it's not going to layer, it's not going to cut out the way that it's supposed to because it's not going to have the same amount of pressure because they're connected. But let's zoom in a little bit and take a look at how beautiful these turned out. And now this is one of the very first die sets that I ever designed that had the embossing on it. So you see how that's embossed? So there's another leaf, and then we have our little acorn. But right now we're just focusing on the foliage part. So we'll put this acorn to the side. So that's our first one, okay? And then I want to do some lighter ones. So these ones I sprayed only once earlier. Let's zoom out a little bit. So these are going to give us a much lighter look. So let's go ahead and cut those out. Because we kind of want everything. We want a little bit of everything, right? Uh-oh. Starting to whistle at me. So with the lighter look, though, that gives us the opportunity to add a little bit more color to it with our new ink pads. I'll show you what I mean. So see how this is so much lighter? Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody that's ordering. So see this lighter? Let me zoom in again a little bit. Okay. And there are our other leaves. So again, you want to kind of add different, different techniques and different shading to it, and you can do this before or after. So if we go in, now I'm going to do 3 more, because that should be enough for us to start with. And then I'm going to do some berries, but I can do the berries with this one. Because the cool thing is these berries all cut out at one time. See that? I designed it that way so that, because who wants to sit and cut out 75,000 berries? Not me. But it creates a very unique and very different look, right? And I love that. And we're just going to do a small sentiment, you'll see. And we'll add some gems, and we'll get it all fixed up. But I think a lot of you are going to have a lot of fun with this stencil. Oh, yes, we could put some. Yep, we sure could. That's what I think I'm going to do. That's what I think I'm going to do. Excellent idea. See, that's why I need input from my co-hosts. Because my co-hosts keep me together. And keep it fresh. All right. Put our little acorn to the side again. But even if you were to go in and just do them, do them plain, you could absolutely. So if you take one of our new ink pads, this one's the one that's available now, and you grab your Simple Blend ink pad, and then you grab your little brush. And I know, the brushes are coming back. We get emails literally every day about these brushes. They're coming back, I promise, they're coming back. But we can take a little bit of, let's do a little bit of, maybe, should we do green or blue? Let's grab a little bit of, I think, some green. And then you can go in and you can just touch the edges with these brushes. These brushes make it so easy to add a little bit of color. See how beautiful that is? to add a little bit of color because we want to make this a little bit deeper on the edges. Because if we're going to add that, we're going to add that beautiful gold, as was suggested by Walter. We need to have a little bit of color beforehand. Would you humor me? Sure, what's up? Adding a little bit of color to the tips. Put one of the dark into the light tag. I'm not sure what that means. Hello, Lisa. Closing up. These just came back in stock too. Nope, not you, Penny. Close. All right, so I'm going to set these aside so they can dry for a little bit, and I think they're going to be beautiful together with that pop of color. But I also want to do some of our little, what's the word I'm looking for? Some of our little, oh yeah, that would be beautiful. Hold on. Like this, or, oh no, the other way around. Hold on. Where the heck did I put that? Oh, I love it. Yeah, that Penny Shimmer Splash has been going. There you go. That would be absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Wouldn't it? I love that. All right. So let's do our berries here. I think we'll do the berries right on this end here, and then this is for the berries here. So I think what I'll do is I'll do this out of brown. Let's see what I have here. Some brown butter. That's what we'll use. Yeah, I think the berries will look pretty out of this. Because it'll almost be like before the plants. I'm going to run those both through real quick. Whoopsies. Got to line everything up here. And then we'll do some fun building. Uh-oh. The power was off and on here too, but I think we're good for right now. think we'll cut out 2 of these just in case. There we go, 1. Pop this guy back on here so we can cut another one out, and then 2 for our berries. And the berries are going to look very different from the leaves because, remember, our berries they're going to be they're going to be quite smaller in comparison, so you're not going to get that full overview, which I think is pretty cool. And again, we're just cutting as much as we can off of this tag. It was just a very simple tag that we did. I mean, no waste whatsoever. And we're going to run this through. Let's go ahead and run this through. Okay. All right. Oh, awesome. And then we're going to do 1 more cutout just in case we need more to go around our circle. And I'll show you something that I think is going to be really cool that we're going to cut out from. Go ahead and peel out our berries. So we'll have a bunch of berries to work with. Okay. And then last but not least, we're going to push all these up out of the way. We're going to use them in a minute here. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and do some spritzing on our leaves here so they have a chance to dry. See how the Brutus Monroe ink dries back? So it just gives us this gentle little glow of blue. And now we're going to grab our gilded shimmer splash. Make sure that... Oh, I'm okay. But thank you. Go ahead and now you can overdo it with the shimmer splash, which is what I tend to do because I get so gosh darn excited. There we go. We'll hit this with just a little bit of heat. Because this does dry very quickly. And then I'm going to hit it with the, whoopsies, another paper towel just to get some of that because I put a lot of it on there. But look at how beautiful, whoopsies, those leaves are. Right? Yes. And it literally just looks like, I mean, looks like you've done some wonderful, again, like you said, gilding. So now for our last leaves, we are going to cut them out of, can you believe it, the paper towel that we used. I won't be able to do that one because there's a center there, but we can do this one. Because why not? Use up every piece of what you're doing, and these might, you know, with the texture and stuff, it's going to look pretty good, I think. It's right. But I mean, why waste it, right? Doesn't make sense to me to waste it. And here's what it looks like. So there's our first leaf, and it's just going to add dimension to it. We lost our stem because, I mean, it's very, it wasn't completely. Oh no, Marlene, what's it doing? I saw a couple of orders come through, so since I've been live, so there's got to be some folks that were able to check out, but I don't know. What is it doing? There's our next one. And then our last one I really tore it apart, but we can use it kind of, you know, as a sporadic piece, but I really ripped it apart. But see how easy? All right, so now what we're going to do is it's going to be very simple. I did a one-uppy, and I ended up grabbing this stencil, the new stencil that's free with the purchase. I'm going to have to call and see if I can't get a fix on that. This is the first time I'm hearing about that. I'll have to call. Yeah, I'm going to reach out. Can you take screenshots of what you're seeing, Penny? That would be super helpful. Okay, so what I did was I used the velveteen glazes, the new ones. Took the stencil, put it down, swatched it through, and doesn't that look like a really cool sunset? I think it does. Okay, so that is the like little sunset area. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of Perfect Blend. And today I'm using from the bundle, this is a bundle situation that's happening right now, the one that says, enjoy the simple things, the stamp on here that says enjoy the simple things. And what my trick is going to be is I want to use a vellum circle. Okay, I'm going to show you a little trick. Well, I think it's a little trick, but it might not be a great trick for you, but you'll see what I mean. So now, vellum is what's going to go on top of here, but you can see through the vellum. So when we attach all of our pieces, that's where we're going to run into. We'll run into a little bit of a problem, but I have a cool fix for that. So I'm going to grab a circle. It's going to be a pretty small circle because this is a very small sentiment. Okay. And what I'm going to do, remember we just got these little die rings back in stock. They don't scratch or dent your dies. I'm going to grab this die that coordinates with the enjoy the simple things. Is it this one? Hold on, folks. It's been a while since I've used this die set. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Let me see. Yep, it is. So this is a little trick of the trade. Let me see if I can't find. I lose my pot. Oh, there. I did not. I used this palette. The Chroma glazes are very, 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 very smooth. Very smooth. So that's what you'll see. All right, I believe that's the right one. Yep, it is. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I need to make sure that all of my stems come from this center point. So I'm going to grab my pencil. I'm just going to mark out very lightly where that center point is. See that there? And then just going to doodle up that part. There we go. Can you see that there? Okay. Got it? Good, got it, good. All right. So now what we want to do is I'm going to cut this down to 4. Oh, where'd my trimmer go? Oh, the Big Daddy trimmer is missing. I can use the little. I can use the Old Faithful. You'll see what I'm fixing to do in a minute here. So we need to cut this at 5 1/4, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little off the bottom and a little off the top. And then we need to cut this down to 4. So I'll do a tiny little bit off the side. Oh, sticking to it. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right. And then that puppy's right in the center there, right? See how that's there? So now what we're going to do is we are going to attach all of our leaves on. But we want them to kind of be tucked behind this wording. You'll see what I mean in a second. So I'm going to grab my glue. We just want the stem to kind of be tucked behind. So we'll start with this piece here. And it's going to give us this beautiful look. Oh, whoops. Got to put my vellum down first. My goodness. Wasn't paying attention. Thank goodness I figured that out before I got too far ahead. All right, we're going to send our vellum through because we want to put our vellum down first so we can see. So we can see what the heck we're doing. I was like, something's not right here. All right, much better. So now we'll be able to see our words through there. See that there? But this is going to give us a little basis for our leaves. We'll just put a little bit of glue right in the center because we're not going to be able to see it because of the wording. But we'll place that right in the center there. So that's going to give us a little bit of a mask. So see how you can kind of see a little bit better? I know, isn't it gorgeous? Let me grab my card base real quick. Pop this on a card base before we put our little leaves on. plop that on like so. And now we're going to add our leaves. We're just going to pop them right so they pop outside of our vellum. But you can see there how you can see the leaves really well because the vellum kind of creates a backdrop for them. See that there? And I think it kind of creates a look that the leaves are coming from the tree. Welcome to the live. And again, you just kind of want to arrange things so that they don't necessarily coincide with the color behind it, because if you do that, then you're not gonna really be able to see the leaves. But you want the leaves to kind of pop. So see how the leaves are popping now from that? All right, and then we're gonna do we'll do 2 berries. All right. We can do the berries so they stick out, like, let's say, like, over to here. And again, you do whatever you like, okay? Because we're just adding in foliage. That's all we're doing, okay? Then we're going to grab our berries. And we're going to place them right on top of here. And again, you'll want to pick your berries that are not going to be the exact same color as your background, because you won't be able to see them, but you can see that those are the same colors, but you can definitely still see it. And I'll zoom in so you can see. Don't worry. All right, another berry. And we're just going to continue going all the way around. So simple, so easy. Yes, we have lots and lots and lots of new bundles, new sprays. Lots of new goodies. It's our Tuesday mini release. All right, we got 2 more, and I think this other berry one, I might just do the top ones because I think I'm going to add a leaf. I think that'll work best if I add a little leaf. Okay, and then can you see, it's hard to see from afar, but see how beautiful they're all showing up on top? And then at the top here, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, because I'm going to add some leaves below. Okay, and then when we add our sentiment in the middle, it's going to cover up those stems. So I promise you, it's going to make sense. No, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now, but I promise you it will. And what we're going to do is we are going to use a piece of our beautiful copper paper from this is the mirror stock. And I'm using copper instead of gold because I just think that that's going to be really pretty. Right in the center there. Just add a little bit of color to it. And you can go in and you can add color behind her as well if you would like. I just love the look of the leaves kind of on the horizon there. Okay, now let's grab our magic powder bag. Because we are going to emboss this, because that's why not. And then you have a whole bunch of extra leaves here. So use them as you will. But there's where we're at so far with all of our berries and leaves. And when it says Restream Bot, that means you are seeing a comment from someone on another platform. Because right now we are streaming on 2 different YouTube channels, 2 different Facebook pages. We're streaming all over the place. So that just means that you are seeing a comment from someone on another platform. That's all. That is it. Hello. So we're just going to go ahead and stamp that out. And then we will... Oh, it's one of my favorite things to do. And then I'm going to use the little itty bitty embossing powder you got from Create Your Own Ending. It's a perfect sampling. I'm going to grab a little piece of paper here. A paint palette. I need, this is what I need. But I did just get a really cool Halloween one that I'm going to start using once I show you all. See how perfectly that is now? Once we start our Halloween crafts. Yes, that's what we use to broadcast the lives. So it could be on multiple places. That's all. Oh, that. Our Halloween box this year. Ooh-wee. All right. So that embossed beautifully, perfectly. We're just going to give it a second here to cool down. For a second, while we're letting that cool down, I'm going to add a couple more leaves here. Because I really want to add a little bit more visual interest. Use our paper towel leaf. And the more that you build these leaves up, the more it's going to stand out from the background. But again, you do whatever makes you most comfortable. If it's too much, then, you know. Oh, they do? I don't think ours has all their stuff out. I looked not that long ago. All right, so we have all of our leaves down now. This should be cool enough. I'm going to take my microfiber cloth, which these just came back in stock. I'm so excited. And see, with our microfiber cloth, it shines right back up to the mirror finish. Okay. And then we're going to send this through the die cutting machine. We're going to cross our fingers while we do it because This is a very little piece to line up, and I can't tell you the last time that I lined up something this small, so we'll just all cross our fingers. I know, I'm so ready for fall too. Please, bring on fall. Please, please, please. All right, let's see. How did we do? Well, I think it might be pretty good. We'll see. Oh, it's perfect. All right. So then what you're going to do is you're just going to place this right in the center, and that's where you're going to see the enjoy the little things. And all those markings that we made is right where this is going to go. Let's set it for a second. And now we have our enjoy the little things. It's going to be hard to see on camera because it's shiny. But there we go. Enjoy the little things, or the simple things. How fun is that? I love it. I love it. I love it. So, all right, everybody. We want a tiny bit over tonight. Yes, it is shiny. It sure is shiny. Yes, it is. Okay. Whoops, the camera went out. It's too warm in the studio. That's what happens. Okay, there we go. All right. So that is everything. Yes, we have 2 lives tomorrow. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you all so very much. Remember to grab your Chroma mists tonight. These will not be restocked. This is not an evergreen product. Whoops. What we have, the big stock that we have now will last us until October, and then they're gone. And right now, if you purchase it until Friday, the bundle, you will get this stencil completely free. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of, I know it's coming soon, I promise. That's what's delayed. That's what's delaying everything is the dies. So hopefully they'll be here very, very soon. Thank you all so much. Remember to create something every single day, whether that's simply a memory or your own ending. I love you all dearly, and I cannot wait. I'm sure I'll sneak in at some point tomorrow for the Wednesday packing live because, you know, I can't stay away. So thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you all very soon. Good night, my friends.